Hello, talking fight fans around the world. Welcome once again to another episode of The Scoop with champ Bola Ray. And tonight we have a special episode lined up, in fact, as we feature, as a special guest, Chris Byrd, former world champion. I'm going to leave it in your good hands, champ. You can introduce him, and I'll disappear into the green room and maybe have a quiet beer. All right, I'll leave it with you.
All right. Well, today I'm talking about a fighter who has a win over one of my favorite heavyweights, actually my favorite heavyweight of all time, Vitaly Klitschko. Now, that is no small feat in that only two people have wins over this guy, and the other one's Lennox Lewis. He was part of the class of '92 Barcelona Summer Games Olympics, taking home a silver medal in the middleweight division, only to then come back and turn pro, but move up in the ranks in the heavyweight division. This guy was also, not just once, but twice, the heavyweight champion of the world. Quite the resume, to say the least. Now, today, more importantly, my name is Bola Raymond Olugwali. Every day. And this is The Scoop. Today I'm going to be talking about none other than, as far as I'm concerned, the untouchable Chris Byrd. His story is a long one, but more importantly, it's not over. He started as the youngest of 8 kids born to Joe Byrd Sr. Well, you know what? Wait, honestly, I can't do the story justice. So why don't I just let Chris tell the story? And there he is.
There he is.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Fantastic. It's been a while. Did all your siblings box?
Yeah, it's 5 boys. I'm the youngest of 8. It's 3 girls, 5 boys. All the boys boxed, and my sister Tracy, she boxed also. But we all know how to box.
Now, of course, what was it like growing up in a training camp every day?
Oh, training. Literally every day. Being the youngest, no being spoiled, just you had to train. And that was one requirement my parents always had for us. You're going to do something. So, and it was most likely training. So we trained all the time.
That's amazing. I can't fathom. I'm the oldest of 4, yet I'm the only one. Not only, even though I came from an athletic family, I'm the only one that actually took up boxing, and yeah, it's sort of lonely. I can't imagine your world. But with that being said, now what were you thinking? What transpired in your world between March of '94 and June of '94 that made you make that decision to come up and play with the big boys?
Wow. So I finished amateur with an Olympic silver medal. Didn't get signed. So
You didn't get signed?
Not by anybody. I mean, not even in my own state did a promoter come and offer me anything. I didn't get nothing for my medal. So we had a promoter from Las Vegas call my father and say, "Hey, I see Chris is not fighting, so we could put some shows on for him." And they had a whole game plan mapped out for me. So I was so excited. I was, oh, wow, at middleweight or super middle at the time. I was going to fight at 154, actually, but I weighed 169 for my first pro fight. The promoters from Las Vegas put the show on. Nobody came to the show. Nobody got paid.
Oh.
Nobody came to the show in my hometown, and nobody got paid.
Wow.
I was in shock. I was having a brand new baby, and I just got married. Shock. Second fight, a guy from the Gold's Gyms, he said he was working me and my brother out. He said, hey, I could put on a show for you. So my father helped put on another show, my second fight. Nobody came to the show. Nobody got paid in my hometown. So after those two failed attempts, I was so depressed. I was cutting grass with my brother Joe. He had a side business that he had cutting grass, and I would help him. So as I was cutting grass, I had a thought. I had my headphones in. If nobody want me at this weight, and this is after, I'm Olympic silver medalist, and I'm cutting grass with my brother, thinking, what happened? What happened to me? I'm the forgotten. I'm the forgotten guy. I won a silver medal, but wasn't expected to win a silver medal, and now I'm forgotten about. I was a skinny kid, I know, but I still had potential, and I won a silver medal. So
Exactly.
I said, forget it. I'm gonna go to heavyweight. I wasn't thinking. I just thought I go to heavyweight to shock everybody. And my thought was go up there, fight a heavyweight a few fights, and then come back down. Maybe somebody will recognize how good you are, and then I go back down to my original weight class. But I stayed there. I was like, forget it. I'm here. I had a lot of problems at heavyweight, but that was my thought pattern behind going to heavyweight. I
Wow.
had no other choice. Nobody wanted me.
Man.
So I trashed my body. I had no money, borrowing money. I live in Flint, Michigan. We have a lot of 99-cent hamburger restaurant, the little, bootleg fast food restaurant, and it's cheap. And I would just stack my body with just I put on 50 pounds. How do you put on 50 pounds while you're training?
While you're
I
training.
got to keep the weight on. It was a struggle just to get there. My first one was I weighed 193, so I never fought over 172 pounds in my life, and I was heavy when I fought then. So it was just a journey, man. It was a scary ride at first because it's heavyweight, and the division changed. It wasn't the small Mike Tyson era. Now we're going into Klitschko. It was the Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe era, and then the Klitschko era came, even bigger, taller guys, big guys. I'm like, this is crazy, and I'm the little guy amongst all the big guys. The little guy weighing under 210 at most times. 210 in a big era, and I get no credit. I get criticized. Really? I'm one of the greatest fighters. That's why I'm coming back now at middleweight to get my glory, to show the world a 50-year-old in his 50s, because I'm gonna win world titles in my 50s, can do it and show you how great I really am. When what I did at heavyweight, other fighters look at me like, man, you crazy. But the regular public, I didn't get no publicity for it. So the regular public, like, oh well, I should be in the Hall of Fame for all the guys that avoided me.
Precisely.
That avoided me.
Yeah.
I get no credit. So I got to come back and show that, okay, I'm that kind of fighter. I'm on the level of Floyd Mayweather. That's come on, skill set wise, it's the same thing. But just hit the wrong frequency in my time. But now it's my time. It's my time. I'm 50 years old. It's a perfect situation. The first time in my first career, everybody thought I was too small to fight at this big heavyweight era. What they gonna say now? I'm too old? First I'm too small, now I'm too old. I'm gonna prove everybody wrong again. And this time it's gonna be much better because now I'm at middleweight and I'm calling everybody out. I fought everybody at heavyweight. Everybody. You think I'm scared of these guys at middleweight? Really? I respect them. I respect all the guys. But their skill set and their mentality has nothing on me. They don't know how it feels to have a 244-pound Ika Bucci in front of you, a David Tua in front of you, a Vladimir Klitschko. A middleweight can't even think about that. They can't even imagine it in their mind, somebody that big in front of them. Really? I'm one of the greatest fighters ever, and I'm finna prove it. I'm finna prove it by coming back. Think about it. I fought in heavyweight in a big era. I'm coming all the way back down to middleweight.
Yeah.
I'm coming down 50 pounds. Come on. Who did this in history? Come on, man. Give me mine. And I'm winning world titles. And I'll fight every champion. I'm not gonna avoid like everybody doing now. They get behind a promoter and hide behind them. Okay, this side won't fight this side. No, call guys out. Call the best. The best gotta fight the best. If you say you're the best in the world, fight the other best in your weight class first. Don't go up. Don't go up. Hey, I can go up and pick all kind of guys to fight. No, you clean up the best in your weight class, then you go up.
Yeah.
Come on, people. Come on. Y'all faking this. I'll come back to show real boxing. Let's get it. Come on. I challenge anybody, but I'll fight Tyson Fury. But I wouldn't fight Deontay Wilder. That's that punching power is something crazy. But Tyson Fury, I think I can get in front of him and we'll go at it with styles. He don't hit. I mean, he's a heavyweight. He's a big guy. All these guys can punch. But I think I can make you miss enough to hang in there and outpoint him. I think I could be heavyweight champion again. And I just really think so. But he's good. I'm not discrediting Tyson Fury at all. He's the best in heavyweight in the world. He is.
Well, again.
But it's all style matchup. So
that point right there is what makes you a step above the average middleweight, or even all of the middleweights in that. Not one of them, like you said. How many would step in front of Evander Holyfield and do? We talked about this. How I thought that I invented that move where you sort of swing him around, only to see you doing it to Evander Holyfield. I'm like, what the hell? I did it to Tua. You did it to Evander. I'm like, oh my word.
Yeah, Olay.
That no middleweight has that in their head. I wish you all nothing shy of the best. And I'm going to be watching this. You're going to show the world.
Got to.
That age is just a number.
Got to. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Age is just a number. I mean, this is boxing too. I'm not discrediting any other sport, but this is getting banged up. This is truly a young guy sport. You're getting hit on. This old man. Look at me. Gray beard. I'm in the ring. I'm gonna be must-see TV. You gonna walk across? Everybody have the TV on for some reason. You gonna walk across your living room and go, wait, hold on. Look at this guy. This has got to be a joke. But then when you see the talent, you're gonna go, wow, we live in a new era. No way in heck I'm gonna see this old man fighting like this, beating up these young boys, beating them up, spanking them and sending them home. Putting a diaper on them, putting a pacifier in their mouth. You can't beat me. I'm the man. I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy fighting. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun, a lot of joy on my comeback. It's gonna be lit. I mean, lit up. I'm having much fun now just in training. I have energy all day. I feel like, I will be the best in boxing. That's my goal. The best, pound for pound, the best in boxing. Not because you beat the best. I will show every fight that the skill set is on point. It's great like a young guy. So I'm here to prove myself and prove that I'm one of the greatest fighters in history.
Good for you. What do you think it is? What are you doing different than everybody else who ages? Age is just is nothing shy of a number. I'm the living embodiment of the exact same philosophy. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of guys our age who can't do this. What do you attribute it to?
What do I attribute it to?
Yeah.
First is a diet, being very healthy. A diet that's for you, and you know what to put in your body. And you studied enough that you know what to put in your body that gives you energy, that heals you, that does everything you want it to do for you. But you got to understand your body and what you need for it. If I went through 11 years of pain, and chronic pain, I mean severe. And in that, I studied everything. I never studied anything before, but now I had to distract my mind somewhere else so the pain wouldn't be so excruciating all day. So I just started studying, reading everything, studying food, studying the great Dr. Sebi, who understand food and how it's electric for the body, how it charges you up, not make you tired or sleepy after you eat, but you're alive and awake. So you haven't me studying that and just changing certain things in my life, in my lifestyle pattern, and now I'm happy. I'm very healthy, and I'm about to be very wealthy, and that's how life should be. I was sad, broke, and depressed. I flipped it all around, and I'm gonna stay like that, and I preach it until I die to everybody on this planet. Everybody need to have their one life, need to enjoy it. One life, and life is going by fast. Fast. I turned 50 years old, 50, and when I turned 50, I thought about it. Look how fast it came. The next 50 years will go by that fast. I'll be 100 years old. Now life is basically kind of over. Kind of over. Kind of. I say kind of because I'm thinking for me, I'm living to 130 or plus. Life is precious to me now. I wanted to commit suicide. I mean, and I don't say it lightly. I used to just tear up and cry when I talk about it, but I was severely depressed, in pain all day, going crazy, wanting to just thinking about ending my life. And now all I want to do is hang on to life. Man, it's everything to me. And it should be to everybody who have down days. Everybody do. But cheer up, and let's go get it. If you broke, if you in a sad situation, let's get out of it. It's ways to do everything in your one life. It's one life. Time is going by like crazy. Let's get to the highest level. And that's me in boxing. I want to be the best in boxing, the best. I don't discredit anybody, but if you get in front of me, oh my goodness, it's gonna be fireworks. Heavyweight, I couldn't go have fireworks with these big guys. Too big. But now, let's get it. Put your skill set on the table. Bring it to the ring, your skill set, and see if it can match mine. And if it can, more power to you. You're a Hall of Famer. But if not, it's my time. And watch. Look at the gray beard. I'm about to shock the world. That's all I want to do.
Good for you.
That's all I want to do. I'm so excited, and I'm thankful that you have me on today. I love talking about my comeback.
My pleasure.
And be the biggest in boxing. I'm just going, I'm so excited.
That's amazing. You are nothing shy of an inspiration to, and you're going to be an even bigger inspiration to people post 40, showing what can be done. Yes. Life isn't over.
No.
Nor remotely close.
Yes, you're right, brother. You're right.
Look at Mr. Byrd. Look what he's doing. That's what's going. T-shirts will be made of this. So no, I'm
Yes.
fully on the Chris Byrd train.
Let's get it. Let's get it. One life. Let's get to the highest level. I mean, that's for everybody. I love people. I love people seeing their journey in life and them working towards getting to the highest level of whatever they have in their mind. But if you have it in your mind, I listened to a guy named Bob Proctor, and what he said, it resonates with me so much, and I look at it all the time, and I see it in my mind. He said, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. You can literally hold it. So it's yours. I see everything in my mind. That's why I can come back and be so confident in what I'm about to achieve. I'm very confident. I know I'm winning world titles. I know I am.
Good for you.
I know the feeling of winning a world title at heavyweight, and I won 2 of them. It's an amazing feeling. And this time, it's going to be even more special. In my 50s. People tell me to cut off my gray beard. I'm like, why? I want to show the world that a 50-year-old, a man in his 50s, can compete with 20-year-olds.
With children.
How?
With children.
How? I'm going to show you how.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you, then I'll tell you how you really do it. I got to show you first, though.
I hear you. When you stepped in the ring with Evander or Tua or Biabuchi, how scared were you? Were you scared? Does that emotion even come into the picture?
Well, you go through training camp. It's funny because when the fights for me, when they first get announced, I get a nervous streak go through my body, like woo, woo, and then it leaves, and then I don't think about, I think about how big these guys are. I'm like, man, so you try to block it out and go to all the negatives of what they do. For me, he's too slow. He don't think. He's sloppy with his feet. See, I had to figure out everything in heavyweight. Everything. I knew when the guys got tired, because you have to figure this out. I mean, I studied so much of these guys. So it was like Michael, what's the writer name from New York? I forgot his name. I'm sorry, but he wrote an article on me on walking the tightrope. It's like walking a tightrope. Hey, I'm doing all these tricks until I get caught. If I get caught, you got me. But if I don't get caught, most likely you're not gonna beat me. You're not even gonna touch me. If I'm on point, you're not gonna beat me. So
good for you.
That's how every fight was. It's like, and then afterwards, literally, I would go in the bathroom and I would thank God I got through another. I can't believe I beat this big guy. I can't. Every fight. Because boxing, how boxing, it's about weight. Everybody's cutting weight. Everybody's cutting weight to try to get an advantage. Nobody's putting on weight to fight bigger guys. Who's doing that? Nobody.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different mentality going up, fight and competing and winning world titles when you know in your mind, I'm not a heavyweight. Everywhere I go, I know I'm not a heavyweight. But everywhere I went, I was getting avoided. I was getting avoided in sparring, in fights. I didn't know who I was gonna fight until last minute. I mean, you could ask Don King how hard it was to match me against guys.
Yeah.
And me and Don King feuded like crazy, but it was a major feud. Can't make no money. Nobody want to fight me.
Wow.
And it wasn't like the promoters really promoted me. They didn't promote me like I was the small guy, like the David versus Goliath. They just promoted me regular. He can't punch. He's too small. He shouldn't be in the division. And so people looked at me like, well, he really shouldn't be in the division. He's not exciting.
And yet you're beating everybody up.
But I'm beating guys. It's crazy. I couldn't win for losing. I mean, promoters need to promote your guy.
Exactly.
and promote me as the little guy fighting all the big guys. But I gotta come back now to get recognized at heavyweight. Right now, I'm getting more recognition for fighting at heavyweight than I did when I was fighting at heavyweight. How crazy is that? Because I'm coming back posting videos and stuff, and people starting to say, "Oh man, you were great at heavyweight." Where was that when I was fighting? Gosh, I would love it then, but I appreciate it now. But it's coming a lot more than it ever did in my career.
Yeah, I bet.
It's all good though. I love it. I love the fans are. I'm fighting literally to come back for redemption, of course, in my weight class. But this is for the fans, man. Fans deserve it, man. They make us as athletes. So I realize, man, when I come back, I'm gonna have giveaways of all kind of stuff for the fans. Always keep them informed on every single thing. Man, the fans is number one to me. So
that's amazing.
People that love boxing, hey,
yeah.
I'm like, you're my guy. I'm just a normal dude that box. I'm not above anybody. I'll speak to everybody. I never shun anybody. I just love people and talking.
That's amazing. You impressed me, and I'm somewhat envious because of the accolades that you've got. But most importantly, I'm envious of the fact that you got to punch Chris Johnson in the face. And I lay up at night dreaming of the day that I could find him. He's a good friend of mine, but nobody deserves a beating more than Chris Johnson. And you got to put your hands on him. How did that feel?
Oh, it felt great because Chris beat me twice before that. When we were 15 years old, he broke my nose. That was the first time we fought. He whooped my butt. Oh my! I didn't know. I'm like, who was this kid? I just came back from the Junior Olympics. I made it to the final, so I had a little chip on my shoulder. Man, we had a show fight in Bay City, Michigan, and the Canadian team came. And I matched with a kid, got the same name as Chris, but it's Chris Johnson. I didn't know who he was. He whooped. I remembered it too. Me so bad. He did it. The referee did everything but stop the fight. And the only reason why he didn't stop it or give me an 8 count is because I came back from the Junior Olympics. I made it to the final, so everybody knew me. It was in my state, so It was around my hometown. He beat my butt, but he beat me again later in amateur. I thought I won that one, and then I waited for the Olympics. It was a perfect matchup, semifinals of the Olympics. Oh my goodness, I got the win. Yes, I love Chris Johnson. He's a great guy, but I whooped his butt in the Olympics.
You are the luckiest man on God's green earth.
Yes,
to whoop Chris Johnson. I, being one of them that want to bad, can't say that I got to whoop Chris Johnson. But yeah, you're a lucky man. You're a lucky man.
Thank you.
I'm wishing you all the best. I'm going to be following you as everybody, all the Scoop boxing fans are going to be following your career. And I truly believe you will make it. You will be world champion, middleweight world champion.
I will be. And all the Scoop fans, I love the name. Hey, the Scoop. Hey, you Thank fans you. Out there, follow the old man, follow the gray beard. I got a healthy bird line out too of food. The stuff, the kind of food that got me healed. I'm gonna have a whole line. You'll see the gray beard with the fist up, the old man. You see the energy. Let's get it. This is the Scoop. Come on, we talking. It's about the fans. It's about the fans. I'm gonna give them 100%. They're gonna see knockouts. You're gonna see the greatest show you ever gonna see is from Chris Byrd, the old man slip master. You can't hit me. You can't.
That's
Let's
amazing.
Get it. Let's get it. One life, people. One life. Seriously. One life.
Thanks, sir. We're going to call it. And that's a scoop, my friends.
That's
I want to thank
it.
Mr. Byrd for coming out on the show today.
Oh, thank you for having me. Let's get it. Oh,
Let's get
man.
it. Cheers.
Great show. Great show.
Thank you. Please, if you enjoyed the show, hit the like button and subscribe. And
Make sure you smash the notification bell. It's your boy Bola, and that's the scoop. Oh, let's get it. That's the scoop. Y'all got it. Y'all got the scoop. So y'all gonna see one of the greatest fighters ever. If you watch boxing, I don't care if you just walking by the TV, you're gonna see the gray beard, and you will see a show that you've never seen before. A magic show. I'm gonna go into my bag of tricks every fight and just boom. Tricks are for kids. Look, I'm the trickster, and the tricks are for kids. I'm fighting all these little kids in the ring. Put my tricks on them.